You're so creative. Something about your hands, that everything you touch bears fruit, bears life, bears gifts, and it has everything to do with creativity. Something about your voice, you could be a good singer, or you might even want to express yourself more vocally, but it's something that has to do with creativity, that you need to be allowing of expression. You need to be more expressive. A lot held back. I am seeing you taking steps back because you want to stand behind the fence, look outside the fence without having to step out of it, but fully observing each character and individual, because you want to see, is it safe enough for me to go ahead? So there's something about that. It's something about people, the tangible things, your own aspirations and your own creativity, that before you do something, you have to first check, is it safe for me to go forward? Okay, this is safe, I'm going to do that. Okay, it's not safe, so I'm not going to go ahead and do it. So there is this, this push and pull that you have within self, where you have so much to give, but you don't want to do too much. You want to give as little as you can, just so that it can be enough. Why hold yourself back from being over expressive when you're so creative, Libra? You have so much to give, but you don't quite seem to be as fluent as you can be. Fluent in your style, fluent in the way that you move, fluent in the way that you dress, fluent in the way that you speak and articulate yourself. You're held back. What is there to know? You're gifted. You're highly favored. You're creative. And your sense of style is attractive. So what makes you hold back so much? Let's find out. What is it that makes you hold back? What is it that makes Libra hold back? Oof. The lack of feeling validated. So before you actually go for something, you feel you need to have someone by your side to always validate that, to always remind you, you're great, you're awesome, you're this, you're that. You don't need validation. You need your inner power and your inner abilities to be expressive and creative, and use that to your advantage to create such beautiful outcomes and gifts, whether if it's individually or collectively. Collaborating with people that are like-minded as you are. So why do you need specific individuals in your life to validate you, to remind you of who you are? You don't need a reminder. You don't need a reminder. You're just too afraid to express. You're too afraid to give all that you have, because you have this thing where I need to make sure. Before I do something, I need to make sure this is the right path for me. This is the right decision I'm about to make. it's okay to feel a little bit impulsive sometimes. I do see you are very picky when it comes to family. You only keep specific people close to you, and then other people are just people. And this is within your family. You haven't fully been able to open up to people because you just feel like you rather recreate your family through friends and people that you feel close to, people that make you feel loved. Those are your family. I don't know, you tell me, because I'm reading your energy. Libra, your ability to re-establish a connection with whoever it is that you want to establish it with, that is your superpower, because you have the power to recreate your environment and your community. You have something that's called oneness and wholeness, and I'm seeing the Ace of Cups as I'm speaking to you, Libra. The ability to keep a close connection with the people that you call, or the people that you consider family. And these are people that you will love everlastingly, for eternity. Don't lose these people. Do not lose these connections. Do not lose this community that you have held so close to and have built this energy or equal give and take of oneness and wholeness, because you feel whole around these people. But be careful not to allow this now to define who you are. It's these people, and then there's you as an individual. You need to be self-reliant. You need to be self-confident within who you are. And you need to withhold that spark. But don't hold it, because you're someone who holds things so dearly and deeply. You're afraid to release it. There is this obsession that you have with things that you hold dearly. You don't want to allow them to transcend into other aspects of life, because you hold dearly to things that you love, people that you love. You don't want to share. You don't want the world to have or to feel parts of those different, aspects to those things that you hold dearly to. And this has everything to do with yourself as well. That is what you do with yourself. You're so sheltered and closed off where you can be very selfish with yourself, and that's okay. But don't be overly selfish to the point where you don't want to gift the world with your creativity. Don't be so afraid to give the world your explosive spark, your explosive creativity, your explosive style, your explosive. There's something about your physical appearance that just makes people drawn to you. Don't be afraid to show the world that, because that is who you are, Libra. Stick to people that make you feel loved and alive. Understand that there are certain people in your life that make you feel that way. Don't be so selfish not to, I feel like there's certain people in your life where you feel like they shouldn't be for the world. Don't be so selfish when it comes to certain people in your life, because these are also people that need to be shared with the world. So I feel like you have this closeness with certain individuals in your life where you feel like, no, they need to be safe, they need to be secure. I can't share that. As much as they bring a life into your life, they also bring a life into other people's lives, and you need to be accepting of that, because you're someone who holds things dearly.